What do you think about the new update, the Winter Warfare update, Demon Days Dema?
Sass.
Thank you.
You don't like the new Dahlia skin?
Too many doors, not enough cover. Ass.
Yeah.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Switchblade gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the Hydra changes that came in the Winter Warfare update for Rogue Company. So let's head over and let's talk about it. So as you can see here, this is the Winter Warfare update, as you can see here. And of course, we have the Hydra changes that are outlined right here. The rate of fire was increased from 273 RPM up to 286 RPM. So they previously reduced the fire rate from 300 RPM down to 273, but they are buffing it up just a little bit to try to bring it more in line with the rest of the assault rifle class. And I think that this is a very interesting change, considering the reason that the Hydra was nerfed to begin with, whenever it had its fire rate reduced from 300 down to 273, was all based on the amount of play the actual weapon got. So statistically, the developers were looking at the stats for the weapon and saw that the play rate was high. In return, the win rate should be somewhat balanced. I mean, if you have a weapon that has a very low play rate, but the people that use it are very good, such as like the Ibex, for example. I don't know this for certain, but I'm using this as an example. If the Ibex has a really low play rate, like a 0.1%, but those 0.1% people are really good with the Ibex, then the win rate for that weapon is going to be like a 95 to 97%, you know, especially if they're winning their matches, if they're winning their gunfights, etc. So based on the statistics of the Hydra, they originally nerfed it from 300 down to 273 RPM, and then in the Winter Warfare update, they buffed it from 273 up to 286. And this isn't the first time that the Hydra has been messed with. We originally got a couple of Hydra nerfs whenever they reduced the hip fire accuracy of the weapon. I know that there was a small time period where the Hydra was actually one of the meta weapons in the game because it had such great hip fire, it had great damage output, and the rate of fire for the weapon was incredibly fast, considering how much damage that it did and what the actual range of the weapon is overall. This is a good change, but it's not exactly where the Hydra needs to be, in my opinion. I think that the Hydra needs a couple of other tweaks to make it something that is a little bit more where it should be, because whenever you start comparing the Hydra rate of fire versus the damage output to the DMR category, it falls very short in a lot of ways. And whenever you compare it with anything else in the game, the rest of the ARs, the SMGs, the shotguns, even the pistols, it is being outclassed by literally every other weapon in the game at this moment. If you're not able to hit your shots, and there's a lot of times whenever you're, ADSing on someone or firing on someone and you miss a shot here, you miss a shot there, it fires so slow that it's not very forgiving whatsoever. If you get within SMG and shotgun range, you better swap to a pistol, or you better just be willing to accept that loss in that gunfight, in my opinion. Like I said, this is supposed to be the automatic DMR, right? Like if the Mamba is the burst fire DMR, then in the AR category, the Hydra kind of is supposed to fill that niche a little bit, much like how the Nightshade is supposed to kind of fill the SMG niche as far as the assault rifles are concerned. So it's being outclassed because of the accuracy and the damage output of the DMRs. It's being outclassed by the rest of the assault rifles in the assault rifle class, and it's being completely outgunned, especially in those primary ranges, by SMGs and shotguns. Where does the Hydra fit into the overall meta for Rogue Company? And currently, it really doesn't have a place, in my opinion. I mean, it needs some significant overhaul to make it something that is fun, that is easily accessible for new players, but also competitive against a lot of the other weapons. I think that they need to kind of balance it around the DMRs as opposed to trying to balance it around the assault rifles. Since it's supposed to kind of be that hybrid, it's supposed to fill that niche of that fully automatic DMR type weapon, then they really need to go in there and make some significant changes to it. Now, what would I suggest? I think the rate of fire for it needs to go up a bit. I think that the damage needs to drop down just a little bit. And I also think that they need to shore up that accuracy, specifically whenever you're ADSing. I think that the Hydra gets outclassed by DMRs because of how accurate the DMRs are. There's no real accuracy loss whenever you're using most of the DMRs. I'm not going to say all, but most of the DMRs in Rogue Company. So because of that, whenever you have accuracy loss with the Hydra and the accuracy return rate is what it currently is for the Hydra, it is just absolutely getting bodied and taking out of the conversation as far as a meta type of weapon. If they raise that rate of fire, even if it's in an upgrade path, if they raise that rate of fire, if they shore up that accuracy while ADSing, and if they make it do slightly less damage to make it a little bit more comparable to something like maybe the MXR or the Bishop, I think that it would be in a good spot. I don't think messing with the rate of fire for the weapon is the right way to tweak the weapon, in my opinion. I think that there are some weapons in Rogue Company that it actually works well for, specifically shotguns and DMRs, right? Because they're semi-automatic weapons for the most part. Whereas whenever you start tweaking with rate of fires for automatic weapons like submachine guns and assault rifles, then it starts making those weapons feel very samey and also makes them feel worse generally in a bad way, in my opinion. So I would just revert the rate of fire. I would extend the range of the weapon. I would make the ADS accuracy for the weapon really good, and then make the hip fire accuracy for it absolutely atrocious. I mean, it was never supposed to be a hip fire weapon to begin with, but people were running it as a hip fire weapon because there was no drawbacks whenever you ran it as that. And right now, a lot of the DMRs are suffering from the same issues that the Hydra suffers from. The rate of fire is insane, the damage is insane, the headshot multiplier is insane, and then the hip fire for the weapons are absolutely nutty. Whenever you look at something like the D3DI, it's like a 2-tap to the head, 3-tap to the body, and it has pinpoint accurate hip fire whenever you use it. That's what's wrong with the weapon. I know that the fire rate for the weapon is a lot lower whenever you compare it to a lot of the other DMRs, but whenever you are doing over 50 damage with a headshot, and the likelihood of you actually achieving a headshot whenever you're hip firing it is somewhere between the 60 and 90% mark, then yeah, the weapon is actually broken, in my opinion. But for the Hydra, I think they need to go in there. They need to take another look at it and take another pass at it. It is usable. I will say that it is usable. Ibex, I would say, is almost completely unusable, but for the Hydra, it is usable. It's just not good. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the Hydra? Do you think that the Hydra buff feels better? And do you think that the weapon should be buffed in a different way? And do you think that the developers should actually balance the weapon around what the DMRs are doing, as opposed to trying to balance it around what the assault rifles are doing? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays and also on Sundays, I will be streaming here on YouTube, so if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
I'm planting the bomb. Bomb's active. Don't let them disarm it.
Motherfucker, dude. There is one. Watch out, Dirk.
Another one back there.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
There's another one behind us.
Got revealed right here in front of me. Right here in front of me, Dirk.
I'm getting shot in the back.
Oh my god. Damn it, dude. I don't see anybody. That doesn't mean they're not there.
Ronan's on the back side of the side.
No, my bro.
I'm flashed, but I'm trying to pick you up.
Good shit, man. Thank you.
I hit somebody with that.
I'm about to get
Down.
flashed
He's
'cause I
down.
can't get.
She's gonna pick him up though.
I'm fucking flashed.
He's on me. She's dead.
You all made that look easy.
Okay, we have some meat.
If you go play cannon, you gotta put a little bass in you. Goes out.
Oh. Well, base cannon?
How low can you go?
Base. Hello, can you go?
Yeah, but I'll be right back 1 second, guys.